Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem, where I've been dilly-dallying on the Dread Isle, getting closer and closer to the boss, but we only have ourselves another 3 turns, or more to the point 2, after we end this turn, to defeat ourselves the boss of the level, Uhai. So as we get closer and closer and move our troops in further and further, though I don't think we're going to really get that range going that we really want here, to be able to destroy our opposition. We move closer and end the turn to see if we can just charge him next time round. And it seems he's got a longbow as well. Are you the one responsible for Layla's death? And if I were, what would you do? I'm not entirely sure. I do know that you would not draw another breath. And so with the longbow going out, Hector dodges, which is definitely how I want to see things going. So nice double dodge there from Hector. But it doesn't seem like we'll be able to get Matthew in range close enough to steal ourselves the special Orion's bolt. Maybe it will come to us on drop though, we never know. So with that said, we've got one more turn to which to do this in, more or less. So how much damage can we get here with a Wolf Beal? Well, the problem is actually hitting our opposition more than anything here. So with that said, we can't get too much damage going there. The Steel Sword comes in again, not so much damage. What about Sane? Our insane Sane. Right, the Iron Sword there, not so much. Still, wow, this guy is not wanting to go down. And with the Horse Slayer here, it does give us an option to do some strong damage, nice and fast. The fact that he's, I think, hidden on top of Forest is improving his dodge rating so much that nothing good is going to come of this. And we can get doubled all over the place if Rekka gets in range. Our spellcasters might be the only option in some respects, so we move Matthew closer still. We move Raven in. We need to get as many hits on him as possible at this rate. He's got his longbow, so he can attack anyone within the red bit, really. This is worrying. Right, our best bet at this point in time seems to be to go with Sane and get that Horse Slayer going, so hopefully we'll hit. I'm Uhai, I'm the Soaring Hawk. Come! The Horse Slayer does hit brilliantly, so even with that low hit chance, we get that damage in. But we still have to defeat him by turn 15, so it's not looking too good for us overall. So we move in closer and closer, more people to get more damage in as much as possible. That's basically all we can do at this point in time. We can't move Rekka closer, so let's move Urk. And with that said, do we have anyone we can heal for some experience? Well, probably Dart himself would be our man. It's one final run, if you know what I mean, in order to get the side chapter. So as Priscilla gains even more experience, we're pretty much going to have to end the turn here. Now, who's he going to attack? Matthew, I'd imagine. No, he's going to attack Saint up close with the Steel Sword, which did a ton of damage, but the Horse Slayer comes through to finish it. Gah! Well done! You are stronger! Stronger than I expected! Out of respect, a final gift from me! From here, go south, turn at the rotted tree, head west. There lies the path to the Dragon's Gate. Ugh! And so Sane comes out with a victory thanks to the weapon advantage there. The hit chance was low, but, well, Sane, I guess your luck going up is really the thing there. And we got the Orion's bolt as well, so we didn't lose that. Defeated him before turn 15. Hi. I wish we could have met under different circumstances. Do we trust him? He was a Sacaean. He would not lie. I, at least, choose to believe him. Let's go then. To the Dragon's Gate. Accept side quest, we will indeed. So with it done within 15 turns, we move onwards to another little side event. Alright then, let's save over this chapter for once as we get chapter 18X. With Uhai's dying words still sounding in their ears, they venture deep into the forest's heart. Lyn moves in utmost silence, cautious not to alert any hidden enemy. However, following on her path, a new Black Fang shadow appears. so begins Chapter 18X, Imprisoner of Magic. A great rotted tree! This would appear to be the place of which Uhai spoke. So if we move west from here, we'll reach the Dragon's Gate, right? Okay, let's go! Lord Ellerwood, are you well? You have a pallid look about you. Oh, it's you, Marcus. Is something amiss? You heard what Eric said when we were in Lahus, Marcus. What do you think? That Lord Elbert was involved in a rebellion plot? Yes. It must be a mistake. Your father is loyal to Lycia. He'd never break his oath. You're right. I can't believe he'd be involved in this conspiracy. Yet, why do I feel so anxious? When I think of my father, I can't catch my breath. Lord Ellerwood, do not mistake your feelings. That feeling that strikes you when you think of Lord Albert? It springs not from a distrustful heart. It comes from concern for your father, who needs your help. He is involved in something larger than all of us. This is all happening so fast. It's easy to lose sight of that. I see. You're right. Thank you, Marcus. I feel a bit better. I'm glad to be of service. Bah! The air on this accursed isle is disquieting. Feeds the despair already lurking in our hearts. If you hadn't been here for me, Marcus, Huh? Something is happening ahead. It's Hector. Let's go. Stop yelling at me. It's because of that clattering armor you're wearing. I'm just saying we have to move cautiously, nothing more. I know, and I'm saying that I'm doing my best. Quiet, both of you. Armor will know, if you two keep shouting like that, every enemy from here to Freya itself will hear us. Sorry. We must proceed with caution. I can't believe Uhai was the only Black Fang in these woods. What a time to be right, eh? Lord Aion, we've received word from the Pegasus unit. Targets are approaching from the far side of that mountain to the east. Uhai must have failed after all. I'm not surprised. We're talking about the shallow wisdom of a Sacae nomad after all. He possessed a certain rough talent, but no mind for planning. Our units are in place, are they not? Yes. Haha, good, very good. In confined spaces like this, my thunder magic devastates. The battle has already been won. I cannot lose. Combat is an equation. Those with intelligence have a natural advantage. Those imbeciles will not reach the Dragon's Gate. Never. I will bury them here in this forest. I can see ruins. Is that the Dragon's Gate? Ninian, are you alright? Beware! The enemy comes! Enemy? Ellerwood of Freya, prepare yourself! Poof! We won't reach the Dragon's Gate if we stay on the defensive. Hit the commander and attack the ruins! And so we get straight to work, it seems. Right then, so we've got people to choose, but we should always, of course, check our rank, because then we get depressed. Well, our funds have gone up. You are doing well. Pray continue your efforts. Brilliant. Right, apart from that, what we really want to check out is a certain fortune.
This place, it is filled with a dreadful air. Thick with menace. Oh yes, the owlery. You will pay the 60 gold, I will indeed. You must beware magical attacks. They will not attack from the front. If you wait though, something may happen. For good or for ill, that I cannot say. I can see no more. But perhaps you'll want to hear it again, yes?
No, I do not, but this waiting sounds really interesting. For good or for ill, to be honest, that sounded better than for ill, let's put it that way. So, let's trade some stuff, of course, because we got some interesting items in that battle. Canas, for example. Would you like this tome here, which is definitely dark magic, that's for sure. Considering we got it from a dark mage, don't you know? We also got ourselves, with Same delivering a very strong bow, the Orion's Bolt, which is exactly what? It's a 1 ability for archers and nomads, level 10 and up. So it's an increase of rank, I guess. So with that said, I guess we don't really trade that. We want to put it away more than anything there. So let's put that one away for the time being. We'll give this Orion's Bolt over. That'll be fine. Right, apart from that, what else are we looking for? I want to trade that longbow onto a certain lady, because I feel that she can do even more damage given that one. It seems she's reached a little bit of a power spike, or gained a little bit of speed or some such, that is enabling her to do a little bit more damage now. Doubling up on foes nicely and all that. Matthew, we do need to get you a new extra weapon, I feel. We used a lot of that Lance Reaver last turn. So with that said, can we really get anything for you? A nice sword? Someone must have one. Well, we get an iron sword, take that from Lowen, I guess. Mind you, you are currently using an iron sword. To be honest, we need to get ourselves some more interesting stuff around the place before we can really move stuff over and along. So we'll move those things for now. Now it's time to pick our units. So we got Elowood, Rebecca, which we're using quite handily. Hector, Matthew, Priscilla, Urk. I think those are fine for there. Lynn Sane is great. Florina Raven is working well. Canis and Oswin, basically, they're more or less our troop at the moment, aren't they? Unless you count in Dart as well, who is not joining this battle this time. Fiora's out of the battlefield as well. To be honest, I think this is a good party. This seems to work for me, wouldn't you say? And it is more or less our higher level guys, so we'll start the fight as Merlin has become level 11 as we deploy him once more. What we should have done is view the map, of course. So now we see ourselves with some castles right in front of us with fire galore. And Nosferatu on a dark mage over here. These ruins are interesting. Maybe we should head for there. After all, it was said to head for ruins, but I think what it means is head for the commander, head for the ruins, and doing this. These Pegasus Knights are going to come up on us quite fast. To be honest, Hector could deal with them nicely. We probably won't need any more than Hector to deal with them. And with their speed, strength, and all that, I reckon Florina could give them a good run for their money as well. But I think our mage problem is you. Our mage problem? Our main problem is what I meant, but mage problem works. Right, what's your attack range, sir? That's what I'm worrying about. He has bolting. His thunder magic can reach across the field. In fact, to be honest, Melissa's tent isn't going to survive this, is it? That's not good. Well, our highest resilience unit is Florina, so if we wanted to try and peel off some of the damage here from the bolting, the best bet would be put Florina here, even though she won't gain from that, and then move the rest onwards. We also have ourselves some forts here to defend on. It's said that the enemies will attack from behind after all. Oh, this is confusing. Basically, let's just move everyone out the way of this horrible, horrible ability. So once that's done, now what do we do about the tent? Because it seems more or less mages can get me anywhere and everywhere. I think Melissa's tent's going down, don't you? I don't think it's surviving this one, but we'll move in the Dark Mage, because he's got to stand up quite well. Our other resilience characters more or less Elowood here, and Urk. We'll move them forward. We'll move you forward, considering the Pegasus Knights that might be coming as well. Move you forward, move you forward. Actually, can you be attacked there? No, that's good. We need some strong melee troops at the front. I want Priscilla to back up and heal Florina. And then I need stuff like Rebecca and Hector to deal with the Pegasus Knights, in my opinion. Oswin, you kind of... your job is yeah, it's a bit at risk. Let's put it that way. I can't really have you going over to protect the tent. So we've got Florina being a kind of lightning rod? Let's put it that way. Here come the Pegasus Knights. Of course they'd attack Molinas first, but they missed. Right, Canas takes no damage because he's a tank. He's a spell tank, don't you know? In fact, he can take melee damage quite well as well, can he? But he doesn't seem to have the speed to double up. I have a feeling Canas is going to be our go-to spellcaster in the end. Right, so he didn't use his lightning spell. Why? We kept someone in range. Was I not that good of a target? I don't know how to put it. I guess we must not have been. Right, how far can you move? Too far. Further than I would have wanted you to move, that's for sure. Well, that said, I kind of want to get rid of some, and Florina's the best one to do it. This is problematic. Right. It's mainly the fact that Mr. Guy there can come in and deal some damage afterwards. It's this one that I'm worried about. So what's he carrying? An Iron Lance. His overall strength is not that high. To be honest, coming in with someone like Canas and then dealing... Well, that's a nice bit of damage. And Nosferatu was used to do super damage and take out another mage. Brilliant, right. So that works out one. Can't get close enough. It's too bad he can't get close enough to take on the armor wielder. The main problem, though, is Florina. If I move to take out that mage, it seems that if I move to that spot... Yeah, that's not a bad idea. To stop him attacking the tent... That works out quite well for me, doesn't it? So Slim or Iron Lance, I do not know, but we're going to get hit by the big guy. Well, that's a crit, so that works out quite nicely. We're still in range for that bolting if we're going to draw it our way. See, if the enemy talks too much... Oh, that's a nice level, isn't it? More strength for you, madame. More defense and res would have done nicely, though. Alright, it seems to me that that tent is going to be under super attack. Well, only by one guy, that's for sure. Apart from that... We could move you into attack range of the Pegasus Knights and see if that draws any aggro. Now I'm using terminologies. Right, Raven, do you want to get in and break that guy down? Or maybe Lindis, actually. Right, well, if we hit you with the Silver Sword, does that KO you? It does indeed, so we're just going to plonk you on the head. That way you don't get to do any damage back. Lynn gets more experience, and hopefully she can get some more defense soon enough. Matthew can move forward, maybe to the ruin. I don't know. Said if we sit and wait, something good might happen, but at the moment, I'm not so sure about that. Right, well, the other thing we're going to do is move up Urk. If we have Urk in a position where he can go to work on the armored foe, that will work out quite nicely for us. And it seems, whatever was going on with that bolting, it kind of moves in when we do. I don't know what's with it, but I'm guessing Florina's going to come under attack now. All these armored foes are going to prove me a problem. Right, Florina with a lovely dodge. We'll get in there with a Slim Lance ×2, yes? Well, Florina's strength is good enough that she can tank what she wants. She can dodge what she wants as well while she's at it. Right, so the tent's under attack. And it has taken some damage, but not so much. Right. Now I kind of need to take care of all the people at the tents. That's not good for us, especially with our lords and all that. Not exactly that high on the resilience standards. Right, if we walk up with an iron axe, we can just plonk down one Pegasus Knight. Right, so that brings us up to level... Go on, resilience. Oh, well, defense is not bad. We've got the heavy physical lord, and to be honest, he's got enough HP that I'd have to imagine that he can tank a blow. Apart from that, if we use Florina over here, if we used a javelin... Because something tells me that mage is going to attack me next. I don't care about taking 4 damage here, though I do... Oh, I'm hoping I was going to dodge. That takes out that one. And then we can spell work over here. Canas or Urk? Urk, a little bit of a fireball is in need here. An armored foe will not last long against you, that's for sure. So gains himself some resilience there. Not too bad considering what might happen to us. But still, what happens if I check out the ruins? I wonder if I can. So with that said, we've still got many people that can come in and attack us, but it's not looking so dire at the moment. We could bring Rekka forward to take out that Pegasus Knight. The tent may stay up because of it, but this bolting spell leaves me ever worried. His overall attack range is all-encompassing. I do not like, so join us next time for more Fire Emblem, and I'll see you around as we worry about what spell Aion can pull off on us. Bye-bye.